No one could believe it. After a decade of silence, Sam Heughan finally revealed a truth so shocking that it rattled the entire entertainment industry. For 10 long years, Sam Heughan had skillfully hidden a secret one so powerful that not even his most loyal fans could have imagined it. And then, in one explosive moment, he laid it bare, shaking the media and the public alike. What he revealed not only shattered the carefully polished image of a perfect star, but also opened a flood of questions about the real man behind the halo. Would this confession destroy everything he had built, or would it mark the beginning of an unexpected, powerful new chapter in Sam Heughan's life? What he revealed was nothing short of extraordinary, the hidden truth he had carried in silence for a decade. In the glittering world of Hollywood and international cinema, where every move is magnified under blinding spotlights, some secrets are buried not because they are small, but because they carry the weight to shatter careers, reputations, and the public's trust. Sam Heughan, the beloved Scottish actor, adored worldwide for his unforgettable role as Jamie Fraser in Outlander, has now set the world ablaze with his revelation. His confession not only stunned his fans, but also invited the world to see him through a different lens. No longer just the handsome, talented actor, but a man carrying hidden pain, untold secrets, and battles within himself that no one had ever suspected. The halo and the mask. For more than 10 years, Sam Heughan embodied the image of the perfect man, strong, romantic, passionate, courageous. On screen, he fought for love, protected his family, and sacrificed everything for his ideals. Yet behind the camera, very few knew that Sam had been concealing another side of himself. On the red carpet, he dazzled with a flawless smile, tailored suits, and graceful charm in every interview. It was a mask so convincing that fans believed he had nothing to hide. But deep inside, he lived with a simmering truth, one he admitted he had almost let slip on more than one occasion. And now, at the age of 45, Sam finally decided to take off that mask. The moment of confession. In an exclusive interview with a renowned magazine, Sam Heughan appeared not in a designer suit, but in a simple rolled-up shirt. His face looked weary, but his eyes carried a fire of determination. The interviewer asked, "Is there something in your career you've never shared but still haunts you?" For a long moment, Sam was silent. He drew in a deep breath, his expression tight with struggle. And then, in a trembling voice, he said, "It's time I admit this truth. I've kept it hidden for 10 years. I think the audience, the people who have loved me, deserve to know." The room fell silent. That was when Sam Heughan unveiled one of the most shocking revelations of his career, the secret within. Sam recounted how 10 years ago, when Outlander first premiered and he was catapulted into global stardom overnight, he was crushed under immense pressure. Fame came too fast, bringing expectations, scrutiny, and prejudice. He confessed that at one point he considered walking away from it all. "I felt I didn't deserve the love of the audience. I wasn't Jamie Fraser. I was just Sam, a flawed human being. But I was forced to live as that character in real life. And then I fell into crisis." Even more shocking was his admission that for years he lived in constant fear. Fear of his truth being exposed. Fear of rejection. To cope, he built the flawless image the world adored, an image that never truly belonged to him. He described long nights spent alone in his apartment, staring into the mirror and whispering to himself, "Who am I really?" To the public, he was the man of dreams, yet inside he felt hollow. "I didn't dare tell the truth. I was afraid of losing everything. So I smiled on red carpets, I answered interviews with practiced charm. But when I came home, I drowned in loneliness." The truth Sam had hidden was not a scandal of sin, but a wound of the soul, long years of psychological torment. He admitted being bullied relentlessly on social media, having every personal detail dissected, and even receiving terrifying threats from extremists. There were nights when I sat alone in a hotel room scrolling through hateful comments, and I cried like a child. But the next morning, I had to face the cameras strong, composed, smiling. The greatest fear, Sam confessed that his deepest fear over the last decade was not failure in his career, but the world discovering his vulnerability, that he was weak, broken, and had once thought of quitting acting altogether. I considered giving it all up, returning to Scotland, living a simple, anonymous life far from the spotlight. But then I blamed myself. How could I turn my back on the millions of fans who believed in me? So I stayed silent. That silence lasted 10 years. Why now? When asked why he chose to reveal the truth, now Sam explained, "I'm 45. I can't live behind the mask any longer. I want the audience to know the real me, the fears, the tears, everything I've hidden." He shared how his struggles taught him that weakness is not something to be ashamed of, but a core part of being human. The world reacts. The moment the interview was published, social media erupted. Fans flooded the internet with messages of support and love. One fan wrote Sam, "You don't need to be perfect. This truth makes us love you more." Another commented, "You've carried this burden for 10 years. Thank you for being brave enough to speak up." Far from damaging his image, Sam's confession only deepened his bond with fans, making him more relatable and cherished than ever. Support from colleagues. Many of Sam's colleagues rallied behind him. Katrina Balfe, his longtime Outlander co-star, wrote on Twitter, "I always knew Sam was strong, but today he's stronger than ever for speaking out. I'm proud of him." Directors and producers also praised his honesty, saying he proved that even movie stars are human, fragile, vulnerable, yet profoundly courageous. Lessons from the truth. Sam Heughan's story became more than a confession. It was a revelation of the hidden cost of fame. The bright lights often mask the darkest struggles within an artist's soul. His message was powerful. True strength lies not in hiding weakness, but in the courage to confront it. A new chapter. After his revelation, Sam confirmed he is working on a memoir that will detail his years of pressure, loneliness, and the painful journey towards self-acceptance. He also expressed a desire to support young artists facing similar battles. "If my story can help even one person feel less alone, then all those years of silence will have been worth it." Conclusion. Sam Heughan has done what many stars would never dare. He admitted his pain and vulnerability openly. And in doing so, he didn't lose his shine. Instead, he became more authentic, more human, and more inspiring than ever. For 10 years, he kept a secret that could have shattered his career. But once revealed, it transformed into his greatest strength, marking the beginning of a powerful new chapter. Sam Heughan is no longer just a beloved actor. He is now a symbol of courage, honesty, and humanity. But as Sam Heughan's voice trailed off, he gave a faint, almost imperceptible smile, a smile that carried both relief and secrecy. And then before the interview ended, he dropped a final sentence that left the room frozen. "I didn't go through those years alone. Katrina knows more than anyone." The world erupted with questions. What did Katrina witness? What part did she play in Sam's decade of silence? Was she his silent protector, his confidant, or was there an even deeper truth binding them together that has yet to be revealed? For now, Sam remains silent and Katrina refuses to comment. But one thing is certain, his confession is not the end of the story. It is only the beginning.